Hi everyone, I just got out of a union meeting. If you work in the Ontario college system, you are probably aware that there will be a potential strike for all the full-time support staff across the 24 Ontario colleges this week. And there will be 2 more days of negotiation, tomorrow and Wednesday. And hopefully the college council and the union can reach an agreement that is beneficial to the employees, because honestly no one wants to go on strike. In case you don't know, if we go on strike, we don't get any pay from the college. We do get paid by the union, but the amount is significantly less than our regular pay. A lot of people voted yes, including myself, because we wanted the union to use it as a leverage to negotiate with the college council for a better agreement. But apparently it's not looking good. I really hope there will be no disruptions, because it's not good for us as employees, it's not good for the college, it's also not good for the students. So finger crossed. And on top of this ongoing uncertainty of strike, I also want to have some kind of reflection of the past few weeks. A while ago, I posted a video in French about the experiences of being laid off from my previous role and being offered a reassignment, a new role in a different department of the college. And I started my new role in July, and it's been really crazy. Just tons of work in preparation for the new semester, which is right now. And I still consider this as fortunate because my colleagues are very friendly. The team is really good. But that is not to say that everything is perfect, because I do feel quite stressful for the past few weeks. And on top of the work that I do, I also pushed myself to film and edit videos. Actually, I started to make videos, earlier this year because I enjoy doing it, and it also helps me to not focus on what I'm going through professionally, because it was really stressful and uncertain. So I really enjoy making videos. However, after I finished my last video while working really long hours, I was feeling really bad, both mentally and physically, to the point that my body just couldn't take it, and I had to go see a doctor and start to take medications. And then I realized I really need to prioritize my well-being, and I haven't made any new videos after that, because making a scripted video involves a lot of work, from scripting, planning, filming, editing. For me, a 2-3 minute video like that takes easily over 20 hours, and it's just not sustainable for me to do that regularly right now. But still, I want to create, and I think creating is really enjoyable and fun. So I decided that why not just film a video talking in front of the camera. And also, it's a really good way to practice speaking English. That being said, I'm not saying that I will stop making more elaborate videos. It's just at this point in time, it's a little bit harder for me to do it, but definitely when I have more time, especially if we do go on strike starting this Thursday, I will definitely have more time. We do have to go at the picket line 4 hours per week. Oh no, 4 hours per day for 20 hours per week minimum to be able to get our strike pay. I want to end this video by making some recommendations. I just finished reading the book by Karen Hao, The Empire of AI. It's a really brilliant book. It's a bestseller. I spotted this book from Indigo and then I borrowed it from the library. So that's why I don't have the book with me right now, but I highly recommend. I am definitely not anti-AI. I use AI almost daily to craft emails, for example. I do feel skeptical about generative, especially because companies use data to train their models, oftentimes without the consent of the users. Especially, I think it's really unethical to use an artist's work, either paintings or music, without their consent to train the models and then to replace the artist, and also the energy consumption to train generative AI and also to use them is just crazy. And I was not aware of the actual energy consumption of AI until I read this book. So if you are interested to know more about everything about OpenAI and whether there are alternative ways of AI development, I highly recommend you read this book. Another recommendation is a film/documentary by Agnès Varda. I watched this movie, The Beaches of Agnes, yesterday, and I have always been a fan of Agnes' work, and I also love this film. It's like autobiography of her life, her experience, and her work told in a very playful way. I think I'm always inspired by her curiosity and uniqueness in the way that she tells her story, and I also really like her empathy toward the marginalized group. So I highly recommend this film. I really think that after watching this movie, I feel like the world is a little bit better and life is a little bit more worth living. I think when we feel fed up with the content that we see on social media and we feel uninspired, it's always good to look at older films. Overall, I think creativity is a very important ability that we as humans have, and I think it's very important that we use our creativity. So I don't really like to generate content unless it's for some boring admin work, and I'm not against using AI to generate ideas, but in terms of creating content for your own joy, I think we should try to avoid being dependent on AI for that aspect, because creating brings us to give up, and we don't want to give up on that. That's it for now. Bye.